Somos las Twinsmosas.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Nataly.
And thank you for joining us for another episode.
The theme for this week is voting, since we have elections coming up soon. So the stories that we're reading from Reddit are voting related. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So the first one, I'll let you choose which one you want to hear first. So cutting contact with a friend over her politics, or am I the asshole for not voting for my mom?
Start with the mom one.
Okay. So they're both, am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for not voting for my mom? This is a throwaway account. This was posted June 27th of 2020, so 4 years ago. Am I the asshole for not voting for my mom? Obviously, this year's a major election year in the US. While most national news is focusing on the presidential and congressional races, there are many other races occurring as well throughout the country. I am a 19 male, so this will be my first experience voting. Along with all of the other national elections, there are also state elections. In my state, we're voting for members of the state assembly. One of the candidates running for state assembly is my mother. She won her primary a few weeks ago. I still live at home with her and my dad, so we live in the same district. I stayed silent for most of the primary season. Now, I love my mother, but we have some major political disagreements. It's never impacted our relationship, we just disagree. Over the past few weeks, I came to the conclusion that I support her opponent more. I just think that my mom's opponent aligns more with my political views. So, last night, I finally told my mother that in November, I will vote for her opponent. She didn't take it well. She started crying and asking if I thought she was a good mother. I said yes. You were an excellent mother throughout my childhood, but you disagree with me politically, so I will respectfully vote for someone else. My father holds many of the same political views as me. He is a member of the opposite party as my mother, so he couldn't vote in her primary. However, he says that he will support family by voting for her in the general election. I disagree. I don't want my mother to take it personally. We just have some disagreements. However, she is taking it very personally and getting very upset over this. I'm an only child. Am I the asshole?
I want to say no. I mean, it's something that's so important. Like, you don't, oh yeah, she's my mom, so I'm just going to vote for her, even though I completely disagree with her and everything. Like, it could potentially impact his life depending on, obviously, things that, whatever happens. I don't know exactly what she would be in charge of. You said state assembly or something, but...
Yes.
I want to say not the asshole.
I agree, and I actually wanted to add a little bit more to it. So, clearly, because she questioned, her being a mother, right? Her abilities, her parenting abilities. And I think that she should be very proud of her son, because she obviously is someone that takes politics very seriously, right? She's running for, right, state assembly. Was it state assembly? Yes. Yep, she's running for state assembly. So, clearly her son also cares a lot about politics, right? So he's taking it very seriously. She has shown him to stand up for what he believes in, and that's what he's doing now, And I think that it speaks to how great of a mother she's been, that he felt comfortable enough to say, hey, you know what, I respect you, but we have different political views. You've taught me, right? He didn't say it, but that's what I'm gathering. Right. But you taught me to stand up for what I believe in, and that's what I'm going to do with this next election. Unfortunately, that means not supporting you, right? Not voting for you, but I feel comfortable enough to tell you because of how you've raised me. Yeah. So I think that she should take it that way, or should have taken it. I don't know what it resulted in. I'll see if there's any updates, but I think it's a testament to her parenting, because she has a smart boy. It doesn't say what political party the mom was running for or the son, but they both take politics seriously enough to care for what they're voting for, and believe in it. So I say he's not the asshole either, and the mom should maybe take it No, just look at it from another
other way.
perspective.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I didn't think about that at all. But I think it's, he's right. She shouldn't take it so personally, although it's like, I mean, this isn't just like, oh, we're voting for prom queen or whatever.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
this, it's so serious. If they do have such differing views, I mean, of course he's not just gonna vote for her just because that's his mom. And like you said, I mean, yeah. God, I almost knocked down my tea. I forgot what I was gonna say. So, are there updates? I want to know.
So I'm a little new to Reddit, guys. Does that mean that that's what people voted, the majority?
Yeah.
So the majority of people voted that this guy, was the asshole.
Oh my God, that's crazy. What does the comments say?
So the very first comment at the top says, "Why? Why would you tell her? You volunteered this info unprompted." I mean, he could have.
I get that.
Yeah.
He could have just said and then.
Yeah.
Not
What is it?
yeah.
There's something that I read not too long ago where is like, yes, honesty is the best policy, but honesty is not always required. What is it from How I Met Your Mother? Just because something needs to be said doesn't mean it has to be heard, right? I think this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Robin's boyfriend, the doctor, her psychologist or therapist or whatever he was, her court mandated.
Cal Penn, I think.
What?
The actor Cal Penn.
Oh, I don't know. The one from House.
But absolutely, yeah. I do agree with that. Like, why would he offer that information? He could have just lied. Absolutely.
Then the second comment here, it says, not the asshole for not voting for your mom, but definitely the asshole for telling her. It's a secret ballot.
I see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay. Are you done with this one?
So there's no other update?
No update. That was it.
Wow. Okay, well, let's go to, what was the other one? Cutting contact?
Okay, yes. Am I the asshole for cutting contact with a friend over her politics? This was posted 6 years ago, and it looks like the account was since deleted. It says deleted.
No.
Okay.
Or post.
Okay. We've been close friends for almost 20 years. She's always been a bit conservative and religious. While I was more center-left and secular. We don't discuss politics or religion often, but when it's happened, we've always managed to do it calmly, with an open mind and respect for one another. We live a long distance apart from one another now, and only meet in person once a year or so. She's an absolute lion of a mother. There is no end she won't go to for her kids. After the election, she took a real hard victory lap, not aimed at me specifically, but very clearly happy with how heartbroken everyone who opposed Trump was, and that liberals were going to get their just desserts. It's a side of her I hadn't seen before. A week or so after news broke about Trump's policy of separating immigrant families, she posted a video to one of her social media feeds. It featured a conservative YouTube personality arguing in favor of family separation. There were a few semi-reasonable points, but the argument was made in the most dick-headed imaginable way, mocking voices of frightened children, "Boo-hoo, where's my mommy? I miss her," and literally laughing at the idea of parents inconsolable with no idea where their kids are. She posted the video with the comment that she loves every word the guy speaks and couldn't agree with him more. I wrote her an email asking how she could possibly be entertained by this, even if she agreed with its merits in terms of her goals on immigration, and she responded to the tune of, "Whatever, you have your views, I have mine." We didn't talk for a long time after that. She recently reached out again, asking if I'd be back in town for a mutual friend's wedding, and generally acting like this never happened. I haven't responded. I just don't feel like I know who she is anymore. As a mom, she knows exactly how awful it would be to be separated from a child. If she viewed the policy as tragic yet necessary, I could understand. But I just don't see how you can take the attitude of, "Ha ha, fuck your pain, you deserve it," with children. What's more, My wife is an immigrant, and her legal status, which we thought was a done deal, has come under additional review since the new administration began. It's a very personal issue for us, and the whole thing has left my wife horrified and not interested in maintaining the friendship on her end. Am I the asshole if I just don't respond and let the friendship slip?
No, not the asshole. Was that the overwhelming
Yes, the overwhelming
vote?
The overwhelming vote is not the asshole. And I completely agree. I know they say, right, you're not supposed to lose friends over politics or beliefs, but what is that saying?
I don't know.
So, man.
I think, I mean, we went through something similar.
Yes.
Same election.
Same year.
Same year. I still don't understand the support after all these years, after everything that's come out. But we're talking about specifically this post. She's a lion of a mother. She would do anything for her kids, and she's over here rejoicing, taking pleasure in kids being
separated from parents.
Separated from their families and being so scared. And
yeah. And apart from that, right? Because, I don't know, some people just don't have the empathy and to understand what that would be like. But now your friend, they've been close friends for over 20 years, has a partner who's going through this and could possibly go through this very same thing, and you're laughing and mocking it.
Yeah. I don't. Even if you still supported that party, just like on a human level, like we're still all human, and they're so religious, but right. I mean, is that really right. WWJD?
Right. I don't think JD would do that. Or no. You know what I meant.
It's not Christ-like.
Yes, there you go. But no, I don't think that they're the asshole at all. I think that it's justified because the morals are completely different, and if your morals don't align and you're not feeling comfortable with this person anymore, you can outgrow somebody. That's totally okay. Absolutely. Your views change, and your morals, it's just morals. So if you have completely different morals, then I mean, I don't think they're the asshole at all. I think that they're not going to lose anybody. They see each other once a year.
Right. Barely talk. Don't even live in the same area.
Don't live in the same state. Right. So here are some comments. Let's read some comments.
Please.
Religion and politics shouldn't matter for friendships, but this is too far. Making fun of kids for being separated from their parents, not the asshole at all. Can be friends with a sicko like her, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's not about religion or politics. It's how she's acting. It's morals. As a person.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Really? You're going to be disgusting like that? You think that's funny?
Exactly. Oh, I just cry just thinking about it.
Yeah. So not the asshole. While I'm a firm believer that echo chambers are bad and you should try to learn from the views of others, she was being a total asshole by mocking people, being dismissive of your feelings on the matter, etc. You are absolutely allowed to dissolve a friendship for any reason, and this isn't about a difference in political learnings or beliefs. It's about being an ass about it. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Did they make any other comments or updates?
No. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. OP, here it is. A few down. So OP said, let me read the comment that they're responding to first. I think the immature amongst us are becoming more and more apparent on both sides. Facebook is filled every day with each side pointing at the other. Some of us react when we see it pouring in from the other side by responding with the same drive. I think the really important question is, was your friendship before strong enough for you to wait for her to grow out of this a bit? Grow out of it? Like we're grown. Second question, are you willing to ruin your mutual friend's wedding day by allowing the spat to happen that day, or are you mature enough to let your friend's wedding day be the most important? I mean, we can both go to the wedding
Right.
and sit at different tables.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be drama about it.
Right.
Okay, OP said, waiting isn't an issue as we rarely see each other in person. Most of our communication is by text. If she can get into a headspace where she can have her political beliefs without taking joy in other people's pain, I'd have no problem continuing the friendship. But if this is who she is now, and it's not just a temporary thing that she'll grow out of, I can't say I want to engage with her anymore, especially considering the fact that it might strain my relationship with my wife.
Yeah.
As for your second question, I couldn't attend the wedding if I wanted to. It's a destination wedding quite far from me. I'm at a new job and have very little vacation accrued, and I'm covering down for a coworker who's going on vacation at the same time. I RSVP'd no, and I'm sure the mutual friend has already told her I can't come. So the commenter says, then you wouldn't be the asshole if you ghosted her until she calmed down a bit. Calm down a bit. Okay, I think her question wasn't regarding the wedding,
Right,
like
at all.
if she should attend, so she should continue being friends with her. No,
No.
it was just the whole situation, and then
Yeah.
she just happened to text her, "Are
During
you going
the
to the wedding?"
Mhm.
Right? But I don't see this person growing out of that. I mean, they can reach back out if they do, but if you're mocking children, that's already a huge red flag. I don't want a friend like that.
Right.
Like, I need some empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely, not the asshole, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, ready? My stories?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give you a choice of two. So I have, would I be the asshole for telling my boyfriend that him being a Trump supporter gives me the ick? Or, soy culero y clasista por pensar que los pobres no deberían votar? So the first one is like a very long one, and then this second one is super short.
I read the first one.
You did?
Yeah, when I was picking.
Darn.
So I don't want to hear that one.
Okay.
So the second one.
Okay, so super short. All right, this is coming from the subreddit Soy un Idiota, and the user Dear Objective 7870. Okay, soy culero y clasista por pensar que los pobres no deberían votar. Recientemente,
Go ahead.
Recientemente compartí esta opinión con algunos amigos dando mis argumentos de forma respetuosa. Las personas de bajos recursos usualmente no tienen la capacidad de tomar decisiones correctas para sí mismos, mucho menos para todo un país. Inmediatamente me tacharon de clasista. ¿Qué opinan?
That was it?
That's it. I told you it was super short.
Like, there's no more? Not that
No
I need more context, but...
yeah. What do you think?
Sí, eres idiota.
Culero
Oh.
y clasista.
Culero y clasista. Yes. Yes, yes. Porque... What?
Right.
What? Does it say what country they're from?
No.
Not that it matters again, but
Let
just
me
because
see.
you don't have, you're not, what is it? What did he say? You closed out?
No.
Oh,
I just clicked on their page and I'm looking at other things that they said.
bad.
Other posts. There's another one. It says,
Son el diablo.
no me gusta convivir con gente pobre. I'm like, oh my God. I think they're from Mexico, by the way. Because the other subreddits that they're posting in are like Mexico.
What the heck? So they clearly have some insecurities.
Something.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have many, like too many comments or too many votes on the comments. The one that has the most upvotes is this one. No solo creo que eres clasista, sino que tienes una opinión muy limitada y te hace falta mucho criterio. Probablemente eres una persona muy joven y muy aislada de la sociedad. Te digo esto con todo el respeto que te mereces. Claro, existe gente de bajos recursos que no tiene acceso a educación y por lo tanto entran en el esquema que comentas, pero hay gente del mismo estrato social y en las mismas condiciones que está muy por encima del promedio, y lo mismo pasa con las clases sociales más altas.
Uh-huh.
¿Cuánta gente con criterios irracionales y infundados de clase social media alta te encuentras? Muchos. Yo diría exceso. Que no puedas percibirlo claramente denota que estás en una burbuja social derivada precisamente del clasismo. Todo esto te lo comento de forma consultativa, no lo tomes personal. Algo interesante que hay que notar en tu comentario es que te refieres a este estrato social como los pobres, que usualmente se usa de forma peyorativa. Quizá no lo haces intencionalmente, pero de nuevo denota la burbuja clasista en la que vives.
Bam.
Yeah, exactly.
Culero.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's someone else that just put a la chingada sí, pinche clasista. Yeah, and there's another one that agreed with him. They said, no es clasismo, estás en lo correcto. Lamentablemente, mucha población de bajos recursos no tiene ni siquiera la primaria terminada y son fácilmente manipulables por cualquier político. Lo que deberíamos de pedir es que solo voten los que hacen su declaración de impuestos anuales. Así dejamos fuera todas las personas que viven de las ayudas del gobierno y no aportan nada al país. Parásitos que ejercen su voto por políticos que les prometen cosas que sabemos no las van a cumplir. But I feel like that happens on either side. But also people, like the very, very rich people, they just want to pay less taxes.
Right.
And this guy's saying only the people who pay taxes. Like,
yeah.
Everybody should vote.
Looks
Your
like-
vote matters. If you feel like it doesn't, it does, especially in your local elections. So please vote. It's very important.
Elections are coming up.
Election day is November 5th, 2024. It's a Tuesday. Yeah, it's so important that we all vote. Doesn't matter what your socioeconomic status is
or your education level. It does not matter. Your vote matters.
But yeah, this guy, definite culero.
Culero.
Absolutely.
Culero.
So if you guys want us to read that other one that you didn't want to hear.
The one I already read it, that's why.
Would I be the asshole for telling my boyfriend that him being a Trump supporter gives me the ick? Let us know. We can read it on another episode. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on the stories that we read today.
And thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. We will continue to do more of these videos. We want to have a theme for each video. So if you have an idea for a theme you'd like us to do for the next episode, let us know.
If you have any stories that you want us to read, or if you have something about you, send it.
You can comment it below in the comments, or you can email it to the email that we have in the description below if you want it to be anonymous. We do have an email for that. We also have a TikTok page and an Instagram page if you want to go follow us.
And then follow us on YouTube also.
Subscribe, and then hit the little bell so you can get the notifications. That's what they all say.
Okay. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for joining us. Somos las Twinsmosas. Bye.
You know how we needed a can opener for the house?
Yes.
And then, you know how
What did you
Mom-
do with the old can opener?
I think it broke or something. Oh no, that's where I'm going with this. I forgot. Okay, so you know how Mom kept accusing me of stealing her Princess House one?
Yes, that's why I said, what did you do with it?
Okay, so I had bought the can opener on Amazon to replace the other one that we couldn't find. And, well, you know how that worked out. It left, like, metal shavings in the food, and it was so bad. I got a splinter in my mouth. So
a metal splinter.
I was so afraid I was going to, like, die last night. Anyway, so I went looking on Princess House. I was like, let me just see if they have a can opener, and I'll just order it. So I went on their website.
You found it?
It's the one I have here in the office.
Mom said you brought it to the office.
It doesn't say Princess House on it. It has a different, like, brand name on it. So I think...
Mom, did you tell Mom yet? Let's let her watch this episode first.
So I did order a new Princess House one for the house. And,
You better leave the new one there and you keep this one.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened is that I was like, oh, let me just take the old can opener from the house and I'll just buy the new one so that way we have the new one at the house and I'll have the old one over here.
So you took the good
And
one.
I took the good one. I didn't know it was a good one. It doesn't say Princess House on it. So we solved that mystery.
We knew that. You're the one who didn't.
It doesn't say Princess House on it. But we're expecting a new one.
Okay, when is it going to be here?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.